Kyung La of CNN says in San Francisco, we went to the Walgreens that is the #1 spot for theft in all of the 9,000 U.S. stores per Walgreens. This is where chains once shut the freezer section, and we saw 3 thefts right in front of us. But across SF, coffee, mustard, nail polish are all locked up.
In this clip, Tim Pool is going to roast CNN for, their failed understanding of what crime really is. These people are still doing this. This is how corporate press and the media talks about corporate press and the media and the left, talks about crime. They make it seem like, I don't know, like it's some new thing that they've never heard of. And this is this kind of planned chaos that now makes the pendulum swing the other way into disaster. But anyway, Tim Pool is going to roast CNN for being shocked after Walgreens gets shoplifted 3 times. CNN reporters being ridiculous. So Tim Pool is going to eviscerate and decimate CNN. CNN is... I don't know. The ratings are plummeting. They're plummeting. So I don't know how long CNN has, because this is just dangerous the way they report on very important crises that's happening in the country. Let's get right into it.
What I love about this is Dayquil. Let me play the video. Is it going to give me the business? Yeah, Twitter often does that. This is and it predates Elon. Here you go. Here's the video. I got to get the audio going, sorry. You see, that's, every time.
The frozen food section, this.
Chains, heavy chains that went from padlock to padlock on both sides of the doors. And this was bizarre, something I'd never seen before. This is just more icing on the cake, telling us that rampant crime has become a regular part of life.
So typical that in the 30 minutes we were at this Walgreens, we watched 3 people, including this man, steal.
Did that guy pay? Did that guy pay? He didn't pay.
Walgreens says...
Number one, padlocks, that I've never seen that. What's going on in San Francisco? But then the guy just really walked out with cameras right there. Wow.
This Richmond neighborhood store with aisles of products like mustard locked behind plexiglass has the highest theft rate of all their nearly 9,000 U.S. stores, hit more than a dozen times a day.
And you'll notice that cold and flu medicine and fake eyelashes are behind these as well.
When thieves turn to cleaning up.
Okay, so little tip, trick or whatever, unknown secret, I don't know what to call it. Cold and flu medicine, people do a lot more things with just take it for cold and flu. It's crazy what people are doing with over-the-counter medication these days. So they are pretty much almost controlled. But this is a bit much. This really is a bit much. Wow.
Ice cream and frozen burritos. Workers grew so frustrated they resorted to the chains. They were ordered down by corporate because of the negative messaging.
I don't know. I don't understand why coffee.
Here she is.
But it's become kind of like a police state in San Francisco. I don't know how
You see, did you hear that? A law because people are stealing it. My guy, that's the opposite of a police state. People are taking security into their own hands.
to describe it.
Give the guy a break. He's saying everything is extra under control. You have to understand that chaos does bring a police state. It is not normal to have to ask somebody to grab the key to get coffee as if it's like a gold treasure somewhere. It would make me feel like what is this, some sort of institution? Am I institutionalized? What is going on? Obviously it's not Walgreens' fault, but he's saying this is bizarre, this is bad, it has to get under control.
It's not part of city life. It's not part of the way people should be living, right? And that includes folks who are committing the crimes.
Marjan Philauer, mom of 3, small business and community advocate, says these visible problems in her city are leading to renewed activism driven by residents, like the recall of the city's district attorney last year.
I think what we've seen, especially in the past couple of
Addict sees the rampant shoplifting as a systemic problem. from city leaders to an understaffed police force to the fentanyl crisis.
When you're seeing that level of retail theft, that tends to be subsistence level retail theft.
People who are hungry.
People are hungry. There is a level of addiction playing out in many.
That is the most frustratingly insane thing anyone can say. These people deserve exactly what's happening to them, and I have no sympathy and no empathy. Subsistence theft? Fake eyelashes, deodorant, Dayquil? Spare me. You want to make an argument about taking medicine for your illness as subsistence? That I get. Nobody likes being sick and feeling miserable, and you might need to work and you might be broke, but stealing is still wrong. But fake eyelashes, dude? Nah, we're not playing that. Here's the reality. Shoplifting is legal, technically, in San Francisco. Let me explain why. How about this one? Was it Florida? Let me ask you a question. Is it legal for a woman to parachute on Sunday in Florida? Many of you would probably say yes, but let me double check.
Oh my God.
Pretty
Tim.
sure it's illegal. Here we go. If you are an unmarried skydiving enthusiast who happens to be a female, do not attempt to skydive on a Sunday.
I'm not doing this with him. You could have got to the point, but I guess you were trying to make your minutes.
Are reasonable. And they'd say, this is ridiculous. This law makes no sense. The judge would just say the law is garbage. So why does the law still exist? Because law doesn't matter. Now let's look at San Francisco. If people can walk into a Walgreens, take whatever they want, and then walk out, and they don't get arrested for it, sure. You can argue it's illegal, but do we really as a society consider it illegal if the cops won't arrest you for it?
That is a dumb question. It's still illegal. They need more cops. The cops aren't, wait a minute. The cops aren't around 24 hours a day. And then, yeah, they do have these progressive laws that say that if you only if you only steal $500 worth of stuff, then it's technically not considered, like something that the cops need to go get you for or whatever, which I think is absolutely insane. And it is this planned, coordinated chaos. The thing about this is that this is coordinated and planned chaos. I'm sorry. Look, I know a lot of people listening to this here is going to say, Trump is just cleaning up D.C. Look, he did it. Look, because now reports are coming out that D.C. somehow is like fixed because the National Guard is there, and then now they're getting ready to go to Chicago and all sorts of things like that. But you need a problem first for the National Guard to have to come into your city. The National Guard for crime, not for like a sickness issue, like some actual pandemic that went loose in the neighborhood and everything, and the nurses needed the assistance, or actual like war. For crime, I think that we should definitely support cops, but guys, really, we defunded the police. We got to this point. It was planned chaos from the door. I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I don't trust militarizing, federalizing cities, doing all of this stuff, getting people's taking away people's rights. I just don't. But I know when it gets to a point, you know why? Because soon there's so many changes going on. Next thing you know, it's like, well, we have to stay, we have to finish this out. I understand that there's a lot going on, and it is sick and pathetic out here. I get it. But to me, it's like the Patriot Act. It's like, okay, we're going to take away a little bit of your liberty just for a little bit. We'll give it back to you later. They never do. This is setting a precedent, and this country lives and runs by precedent, right? Crime is a problem. Criminals need to go to jail. Keep them in there. But by the way, so here's the thing, right? Okay, fine. I'll even give it to you. Bring the National Guards in, triage the situation, stabilize it, then change the laws to keep criminals behind bars. Are you hearing anything like that happening? No. The same progressive laws are still going to be on the books. To keep this going, so there's always a reason for the federal government to come into your city. You let me know. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.